Alright, in this video I'm going to teach how to solve quadratic inequalities by sketching the quadratic curve. Okay, so let's have an inequality that we have to solve. Let's take x squared minus x and that's positive x and minus 30 is greater than or equal to 0. Okay, before I start off, I assume that you know how to graph quadratic inequalities because this involves the sketching of the curve and that will help you a lot. Okay, so the first step is we just put an equal to sign over here instead of the inequality sign. Just for time being, I'll put the equal to sign. Let's rewrite it. X squared plus x minus 30 is equal to 0. Okay, by using the factoring method, let's have our x, and when I take the LCM of 30, I get 2 times 15 is 30, 3 times 5 is 15, and 5 times 1 15. So when we get numbers, we need two numbers which when we multiply we get a minus 30, and which when we add we get a plus 1. Okay, so two numbers can be 6 and 5. 6 we get by multiplying 2 and 3, and 5 is alone. Okay, so when we subtract 5 from 6 we get positive 1, which is this. So we will have a positive 6 here and a minus 5 here. And you can notice that when we multiply 6 with minus 5 we get a minus 30. So these numbers are right, and let's solve it further. Okay, we will have x plus 6 equal to 0 and x minus 5 equal to 0. We have x equal to minus 6 and x equals to 5. We have a critical values over here. We know the graph intersects the x-axis at minus 6 and positive 5. I'll just write these down and erase this off. The 2 points are minus 6 and 5. Okay, now let's erase this. All the solution to make space for our curve, quadratic curve. Now let's sketch our curve. Okay, here we have minus 6 and here we have 5. Okay, so now let's come to the inequality part. The inequality, when we see that, okay, let's first sketch the curve and then come over here. We know that our coefficient of x squared is positive, so our curve will be a smiley face. It will be like this. Okay, so now let's sketch it. It will look somewhat like this. We don't need to know where the turning point of the curve is in solving the inequalities. It does not make any difference. We'll just sketch it for reference purpose so we can get some idea about the curve, how it looks like, and where it's greater than 0, greater than less than 0. Okay, let's come to the inequality part. Okay, this curve, this equation, this quadratic thing, this quadratic function, it is sketched over here in this curve. We need to see that where is this curve greater than 0. By 0 it means this line, this axis, y-axis, and that's x-axis. We need to see where is it greater than 0. If it was greater than 5, then we'll have to see where does this curve get greater than 5. But usually we get an inequality with 0. So let's have a 0 over here and see this curve, where is it greater than or equal to 0. We can see that this is greater than or equal to 0 starting from minus 6 and going on and on and on. It will just go till infinity. It will cover all the negative values over here. So our answer is this. And over here it just goes on and on and on, all the positive values till everywhere, like this going, it will cover all the positive values as well. So our solution lies over here. But since we have this equal to sign, our minus 6 is also part of the solution. Minus 6 and positive 5 are also part of the solution. And this part, this is not included in our solution. You see, by sketching the curve, we just don't have to put in any values searching like if it's true or not, like in the first method in the linear. In the number line method of sketching a quadratic curve, the first part of this video. I'll suggest that you go and check that video. Its link is in the description below. But for now, what we know is if we have this curve in an inequality, we just see that is it greater than less than sign. If we revert this sign, make that this less than equal to 0. Now we have to see which region does this support now. What's the region where this curve is less than 0? Then we'll get this region, the inside region, the inside curve over here. That will be your answer. Okay, so but right now we solve for the greater than or equal to thing. Okay, I hope now you get how to solve quadratic inequalities by sketching the quadratic curve by looking at the inequality sign and looking for where is it greater than or less than something. If it was 5, 4 or any number, we'll just see where the graph is greater than or less than that depending upon the sign. Okay, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.